Like and subscribe on the way in the door, people. Today is gonna be the first video, and I don't know how many videos, but I want to do a series just talking about Jordan's leadership. And we're gonna review some quotes and interviews of things he said that to me demonstrate his mindset in leadership. But before we do that, I want to read something from a viewer. And this comment comes from my why 90s basketball was the greatest, I think. It either came from that one or it came from the Where's LeBron's Be Like LeBron commercial video. But anyway, in one, I think it was from that video, because in that video I asked people to I was talking about how popular basketball was and how basketball was being played on every court in the city pretty much at all times. And I asked people to, if they agreed with that sentiment, to drop what city they were from and confirm that that was the case in their city or wherever they were from. And a lot of people chimed in on that, including some people from overseas. So this person chimed in, and I want to read what he wrote. Shout out to the Archangel. He says, I was in Australia in various locations in 1995, in Sydney, in Perth, and way out in the corner of Western Australia, surrounded by legit outback. This is about as far as you can get from Chicago physically. If you stab a globe straight through Chicago, it would come out the other side of the globe somewhere near those locations. Yet, I saw this personally with my own two eyes. There were teenagers wearing Bulls jerseys. Number 23, of course. There were adults wearing Jordan jerseys. There were grannies wearing Bulls merch. My hand to God, I saw a baby in a Jordan onesie. When we stopped in a mall in Perth, the electronics store was showing a Bulls game on all TVs. Even in the outback, there was an Australian Aboriginal toddler wearing a Jordan t-shirt. I'm not kidding. I'm from Chicago. I used to see Jordan everywhere, but I was shocked to see it literally everywhere I went, including the airport in Japan during the stopover on the flight. Japanese people were wearing Jordan merch. It's hard for people to understand in the era of social media, but for an American athlete to be known by everyone in an era before social media, that is another level of fame that I have never seen before or since. Everyone wanted to watch Michael Jordan. People who knew nothing about basketball wanted to be a part of the Jordan experience. It truly was different. Again, shout out to the Archangel. Yes, you young kids and you fanboys. The Jordan era was something that you cannot imagine. You can't imagine it. You just had to be there. But anyway, on that note, we're going to talk about, let me run this clip right here. Check this out.
To you, Ron and Scotty, on defense?
No, but I can understand the implications of it. And I think that what we try to do as a threesome is to keep the pressure on their premier scorers or be very active on the defensive end to ignite the defensive pressure. A lot of times the offense try to take advantage of, some of our weaker players. But we have an attitude on the defensive end is to try to protect them. So we try to protect, Luke and Tony and Steve whenever we have a chance. And I think that's a good way of looking at, that whole Doberman attitude or approach. But yet we're not afraid to attack. We're in a situation where, either we kill or be killed. And I like the way we have to attack, instead of letting people attack us.
Okay, thank you, Michael.
first of all, let me say this. And y'all chime in on this. Let me know what you think, or am I just tripping? But it seems today's athlete in general, and this is not just LeBron, treats press conferences as if they're an inconvenience. As if they would rather be anywhere in the world than to be in the press conference and giving their opinion on the events that transpired in the game. It was refreshing to listen to Michael Jordan talk, and you can tell he's given very sincere answers to these questions. He's not saying what sounds like the right thing. You can tell these answers are genuine, what he feels about the questions that they're asking. Okay, so he talks about, beginning of it kind of got cut off, but he talks about the trio of him, Scotty, and Harper being compared to the Dobermans because of how they play defense. Couple of things Jordan said that I want to talk about that I think really keys into his leadership. One thing he said was, we felt the need to protect the weaker players. We felt the need to protect the weaker players. That, my people, is good leadership. If you are in a leadership position, and the saying is you're only as good as your weakest link. So if you are in a leadership position, it would behoove you to help the ones that are the weaker ones on the team. Not let them sink or swim, so to speak, as the as the king of the LaFanboy Kingdom would do. When you are a good leader, you protect the weaker members of the team. You help the weaker members of the team. And I thought that was such a great thing that he said there. It's like, some of the better offensive players on the other team may take advantage of the Chicago Bulls' weaker defenders. So Jordan is like, no, we got the three stronger defenders, and we looked at it as, our job to protect the weaker defenders. So to me, that was amazing in itself. Like, to me, that is definition of a great leader. Say what you want about him being an a-hole during practice and whatnot, but that is great leadership. The other thing he said, and I just love it how Jordan speaks so matter-of-factly. Nothing comes off as braggadocio. Everything is just very matter-of-factly. He doesn't seem like he's trying to sell his confidence like a lot of these players today do. Which I'm going to get into something else in a minute, now that I think about it. But the other thing he said is kill or be killed. That, my friends, is the mentality of a competitor. Kill or be killed. That's it. You are trying to destroy your opponent before they can destroy you. And to do that, that means you have to come out of the gate with your foot on the gas. You are trying to get your foot on their neck as quickly as possible. This is not friends basketball like it is today, because you all grew up together playing AAU ball, and now you scared to get down and dirty against each other when you're on the court. This is destroy or be destroyed. That is what's supposed to happen. But let me get into something that actually bothers me. And that is the way players celebrate on the court now. It's just really, I don't even know the word for it. It's really makes you wonder how focused they are on the game, or are they focused on drawing attention to every little great thing that they may happen to do on the court. I mean, is it just me? Y'all let me know in the comments. Talk to me. Is it just me, or are the celebrations, the way they celebrate in today's NBA, just very self-centered? And like I said, it makes you wonder, like, are you focused on the game or are you focused on yourself? And I think most of us know the answer to this question. Today's game has become about, stacking up things for oneself. Yeah, it's like hit a three and got to make some sort of gesture because you just hit a three, or make some sort of dance move. Like, this is not football when you get a get a touchdown in the end zone. This is not that. Like, basketball is have to be engaged every second kind of sport. And to me, you having to dance because you just made a three-pointer while instead of being focused on getting back on defense, that's just anyway. I just had to get that off my chest. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, the leadership of Jordan, that destroy or be destroyed mentality, and that mentality of protecting the weaker players, to me, that is part of why the Chicago Bulls were so effective. Because again, the thing that Jordan gets credit for is being able to win without a dominant big man. And I think part of the reason that they were able to do that is because Jordan had that mentality of, I'm going to help the weaker players out on defense. And, and this was even before this is before the second three-peat. This is before Jordan had ever won a championship. Go look back at some of those early Jordan highlight films of him playing defense, and he is literally all over the place. Like, he is literally, doubling down on the big man as soon as they throw it into the post. He's watching everything. He's trying to protect the pass from being thrown into the post. He's helping out the players who are weaker on defense. And again, it kind of leads back to that overcome type of mentality. It's like, whatever I have to do to make this work, that is what I'm going to do. And that is what I'm working towards. But anyway, this short video, like I said, I just ran across that press conference interview, and it just, like I said, the things he said about helping out on defense and that destroy, be destroyed mentality, and just his sincereness in the way he was answering the questions. I said, hey, I need to do a series, talking about these things that I think apply to Jordan's leadership that made him such a great leader. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, what do y'all think about that press conference? What do you think about how Jordan was answering those questions? What do you think about that mentality of, helping the weaker players? Because we know somebody who doesn't have that mentality. I won't even mention it in the video. If I did already, okay, whatever. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. You all have a fantastic day. And as always, I will see you next time. All right.